I just think of myself as Floyd Mayweather, a person who had a dream, having fun, entertaining the world. This is what I do. I don't do things for likes or views. What I want the people to really know is this, and what they got to really know is this. I can really fight. I don't know if he had 1 fight or 2 fights against probably another YouTuber. I don't really know. He can come out, fight hard as you want to fight. The results will always be the same. A lot of times when guys fight me, guys fight just to go the distance, to say, I went the distance with Floyd Mayweather. But guess what? Can't stop me. You name a fighter, the results is always the same. No matter what.
You're gonna find out what's the difference between real boxing and YouTube boxing. You're gonna find out what's the difference. Don't worry.
I tell my kids, go out and build your own legacy like I did for myself.
Some fighters retire and disappear into luxury. Others stay close to the fire because boxing is the only language they really trust. And right now, Floyd Mayweather Jr. looks like a man protecting a legacy instead of just reminiscing about it. Watching Floyd step into the gym to train the son of his late uncle Roger Mayweather feels bigger than a normal coaching story, because this is the Mayweather bloodline circling back to its roots. This is history teaching history.
And if you know anything about Roger Mayweather, then you already understand this was never just about mitt work and combinations. Roger was one of the masterminds behind the slick defensive system that transformed Floyd Mayweather Jr. into the human version of a lock safe inside the ring. Distance control, timing, and making elite fighters swing at nothing until frustration turned into exhaustion. That entire philosophy came from decades of family knowledge built inside the Mayweather Boxing Club. Now that Floyd is mentoring the next generation within the family, it almost feels like the gym itself is reopening an old chapter. What makes this especially interesting is that insiders are already saying the young Mayweather shows flashes of the family traits. Fast hands, sharp footwork, and natural instincts. And honestly, that becomes intimidating when your mentor is a man who made world champions look completely unprepared. Imagine learning defense from someone who turned avoiding punishment into an art form. It is like learning chess from a grandmaster who never lost his queen. At the same time, the pressure is enormous because carrying the Mayweather name in boxing is like walking around with championship expectations attached to you every single day. But if this chemistry truly works, then this may not simply be Floyd helping family members. It could be the beginning of an entirely new Mayweather era, quietly developing while the rest of boxing looks somewhere else.
Well, at this particular time, I truly believe that, I know everybody is going to want to ask questions, about the Pacquiao fight. Like I said, the sport of boxing has truly changed. We have a lot of new companies, a lot of new faces, and Netflix. I truly believe that we'll get this done. I think we're almost at the finish line to finish the Pacquiao fight. But a lot of things has changed in the sport of boxing, and eventually, I think within the next 48 hours, either the Pacquiao fight should be done.
And just as Floyd Mayweather Jr. returned to the gym to preserve the family blueprint and sharpen the next generation of talent, he also stepped back to the microphone, sounding like he might return to the spotlight himself. Somehow, Floyd still makes boxing feel like a luxury event mixed with a chess match. What stands out is the way he talks about a potential Manny-Pacquiao rematch. He is not yelling or chasing headlines. Instead, he speaks like a CEO finalizing a billion-dollar business deal, saying, "We are almost at the finish line," might be the most Floyd Mayweather way possible to hint at complete chaos returning to boxing.
First of all, I'm a boxer. I have 180 fights, 158 wins, and 87 knockouts. 90% is with my punches. I am a boxer. Of course, I prepare for Floyd. I do specific trainings, and I have too many surprises for him, tailor-made surprises.
When Floyd starts discussing how boxing has changed through Netflix, new companies, and new money entering the sport, you can tell he sees boxing differently from most fighters. Others see opponents. Floyd sees entire business ecosystems. That is why, even years removed from his prime, he still moves like the center of gravity in boxing. Then suddenly Michael Zambidis enters the conversation talking about his 180 fights and promising surprises. And honestly, nobody casually promises surprises for Floyd unless they either fully believe in themselves or accept they are stepping into an extremely expensive puzzle. Credit to Zambidis, though, because confidence is mandatory when facing someone who built an undefeated career by turning aggression into regret.
Last night, I wanted, me and Teofimo, as well as some of the other guys, we had a good workout last night. A late night workout. Teofimo, you did a good job last night. I wanted to let you know that. So last night we had a late night workout. Could have been like 2 or 3 in the morning, but we got it done. And I want to say, keep up the good work. I'm proud of you.
Then Floyd smoothly shifts into business mode, promoting his own brand while talking about ownership and self-investment, ideas that have always defined his philosophy. Even his tracksuit somehow sounded expensive. Yet the interview still ended with him praising Teofimo Lopez for training at 3 a.m., making the boxing gym sound like a vampire convention. That is the funny thing about Floyd. One moment he is discussing billion-dollar negotiations, and the next he is giving late-night gym approval, like a proud professor. But beneath all the jokes and smooth talk is the real headline. If the Pacquiao rematch actually becomes official, boxing may reopen one of its biggest unfinished conversations all over again.
Floyd was trying to get around the verbiage of a real fight and flat out scam Manny Pacquiao and Netflix into having an exhibition when that's not what they signed a contract for. This might be why, because, I had speculated Floyd didn't want to lose his O. He didn't want to be in a real fight because that jeopardizes his legacy, even though he says he doesn't care about legacy. But also, he needs money very, very badly, so he was going to try to do a workaround where he considers this an exhibition and maybe try to get it by Netflix in that same way. And they went, nah, dude, you signed for a real fight. Either honor your contract or we're going to court.
Just when the entire Floyd Mayweather Jr. situation already sounded like a maze of contracts, exhibitions, Netflix money, and financial conspiracy theories, now the story takes another turn. Wade Plemons is looking at the entire situation like a detective staring at a wall full of unanswered questions. One moment Floyd is talking about fighting Mike Tyson in Congo, then another exhibition with Michael Zambidis appears. And suddenly everything goes silent while the Pacquiao contract allegedly becomes the real hidden issue underneath it all. Whether people agree with Wade or not, the situation undeniably looks complicated. Floyd has always moved with the confidence of someone who believes the rules were written for everybody else.
No Zambidis. Honestly, that's probably saving the boxing world more than it's hurting it. But we may have gotten Floyd Mayweather locked into a Manny Pacquiao fight against his will, and I have to see it. That I have to see. I need to see the back and forth. I need to see the rivalry renewed. Not because it's going to be a fantastic fight. I don't even know what it'll look like. It won't look like it did 10 years ago, and that was 10 years before they were supposed to fight the first time. But it will be interesting, and the rivalry will bring out the best and worst of both. I need it, and so does Floyd.
That same confidence made him untouchable inside the ring. But outside the ring, it sometimes feels like he is juggling multiple negotiations at once while balancing money, business deals, and endless speculation. Then Wade starts connecting discussions about taxes, contract advances, and confusion over whether certain events are exhibitions or real fights. And suddenly the entire story begins to sound less like a boxing rollout and more like the season finale of a business drama. Yet despite all the accusations and speculation, everyone always circles back to the same thing, the Pacquiao rematch. Even 10 years later, boxing still treats those two names like unfinished business. And honestly, if Floyd somehow ends up pushed into making that fight happen, it would be the ultimate irony, the master negotiator potentially getting negotiated into one final mega event. Sometimes boxing writes stories better than Hollywood.
Man, listen, I worked with a lot of fighters. I worked with world champions. There's nothing like Floyd Mayweather. You know, aside from that being my cousin, like no bias involved, that really is the greatest fighter of all time. And holding the mitts, you can feel it technically. You know, he has a stigma that he can't punch. I can confirm he can punch, and he can punch really hard. You know, but even at this age, he's still fast. He's still slick.
And just when the Floyd Mayweather Jr. situation seemed buried under contracts, lawsuits, mystery exhibitions, and financial theories, someone from inside the Mayweather bloodline stepped in with complete confidence and changed the energy entirely. When Roger Mayweather's son talks about holding pads for Floyd and says he can physically feel the difference, it carries far more weight than internet debates. He is basically saying that while the public sees the jewelry, the flashy lifestyle, and the exhibitions, behind closed doors a fighter is still there. He even claimed Floyd can still punch hard and still thinks sharper than most active fighters today. And honestly, that may be the most dangerous part about Floyd Mayweather. Aging affects the body, but his boxing mind still operates like advanced geometry.